What's up, y'all? Great trading day today. Took 3 trades, hit 2, lost 1, green overall. For the QQQ trade, which I'm about to go over, hit for 18%. I scaled out 75% of my position at around 14% and let my runner total go for 33%. But I did leave 20+% on the table. Let me show you. So one thing I'm getting better at lately is just not watching my ticker that I'm trading. I'm watching the market around it. So this particular trade started on SPY. This is SPY here. And so first I just want to show how SPY got down to previous day high, got very close to it, and then start popping up towards pre-market high. Now the thing I want to show you here is on QQQ, which is where I took the trade, QQQ had already accepted over pre-market high. So what my thought was is because QQQ had already accepted the pre-market high, I considered that being kind of the leader and that SPY was lagging and still needed to come back or come up to pre-market high. I'll show you that again. So you just seen QQQ already accepted price over pre-market high, and now SPY is on its way. So my thoughts were, if we can get a pullback into pre-market high on QQQ for a break and retest. So this is what I'm looking for on QQQ. I'm looking for a break, which it's already done. Then I'm looking for a retest of the pre-market high, and then acceptance, boom, and continuation. That's all I'm looking for. And this is how the trade played out. This is the 2-minute chart. There goes our retest. That's like almost an exact retest there. So I entered the trade at 6:52 and 16 seconds, somewhere around here. So I'll get my profit and loss tool out. I went long, stop loss there, and I was aiming for the high of day. 1-to-1, perfect. So now I've scaled out of my trade. So I was in this trade for 4 minutes before I scaled. I was looking for continuation on QQQ using SPY. This is where I messed up and I left that 20% on the table. So again, SPY has not even reached pre-market high. So in my mind is stay in your runner on QQQ until SPY reaches pre-market high, and there's a chance that this is now resistance here. So now exit your runner when SPY reaches its pre-market high. I didn't do that. I exited my QQQ trade at 7 o'clock and 4 seconds. Let's go to 7 o'clock and 4 seconds. Okay, so inside of this candle is when I actually exited. Really good trade. The trade ended up being 18.37%. Let's go back to SPY and see exactly where SPY was when I exited my QQQ call. Well below pre-market high. Finally, SPY taps pre-market high. Let's go back to QQQ, and I exited here on QQQ calls. SPY ran up to more than $1 plus. So I'll show you guys this here. So this is where I entered at. I entered at $2.16 per contract. So if you buy one contract, what that means is it's $216. The first scale out that I took was for $2.47. So right off the back, I was able to capture $31 worth of profit. My runner went to $2.88. That's $72 per contract. So I added an additional $72 on that final contract on top of the $31. If you look here at the take profit key level, this is the same time that SPY hit pre-market high. And when I would have exited on my QQQ runner, because that was my thesis, but I didn't follow through with it. It was $72 that I exited my runner for. If I would have exited on the take profit key level, that would have been an additional $65 on top of that contract. So that last contract would have been worth $137, but it was a good trade.